Happy Wednesday, January 6th. We're a day after the Georgia vote. Thank you for joining me, Timmy O'Neill, on Embrace Life. If you're new here, thanks for joining. If you're not, welcome back. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you do, and share and like this video, you'll be eligible for my stimulus check, which is $1,200 given away by my sponsor. So let's chime right in here. So Georgia news, looks like the Dems swept in Georgia, but that's how it looks. Keep in mind, Purdue, with the low percentage of his loss, he can demand a recount. Now, normally these recounts are within 300 to 500 votes, and at the last minute, Ossoff ended up getting 16,000 votes. So I don't foresee that being an issue, but it is still possible for Purdue to demand a recount. Now, what this means is now that it's an even vote between the Dems and the Republicans, the override vote goes to Kamala Harris, Vice President elect. So that being said, keep that in mind. You know, there's still some things that need to be done. Watch out for Democratic agendas being addressed right away. Keep in mind the stock market is heavily reliant on this stimulus news, so you're going to see a lot of volatility. But yeah, let's dive deep into the stimulus checks, because this is your stimulus update. It's also going to affect your method of payment. A lot of people have addressed concerns about the payment number 2 not available status on the IRS.gov for New York State. I'm not sure how the other portals are for other states, but it may potentially be this similar effect in other states. So let me just kind of explain. Last night I tried to do a live stream, but I was having so many technical difficulties that it was just too hard to get everything across. Hopefully people got the right information. I did put it in the description. I did keep the video live up on my YouTube channel so that people could get the information. But here's how you can check what your status is. So I'll include this link below as well. What you do is you go to the IRS.gov site. You're going to go to create an account, and under creating an account, under transcripts, you're going to view your transcript, okay? But they're going to ask for 8 bits of information, personal information to you, and they're going to ask you to provide some sort of financial account, not necessarily the account that you used for direct deposit when you filed your taxes last year. I used my MasterCard. I used my Visa, I think it was. But they didn't charge anything. They just needed it to establish your account. When I got to establishing my account, I went to view my transcript, and it had a date for an expected delivery for my stimulus. Now, I was in the realm of payment not available as well, so I was concerned, and a lot of people on Facebook addressed the same concern. Now, some people might have to wait to file their taxes to get this stimulus, and then click the recovery rebate option once they filed their taxes to address the stimulus, the $600. That may not be your case. Also, I've seen tons and tons and tons of people addressing the issue. Hey, you know, I see that the stimulus was issued to this account number. I don't know where this account number is. I don't know what it is. If you filed your taxes through H&R Block or TurboTax, usually IRS uses that as a direction for the stimulus and will send it with your through them. So a lot of the accounts that had H&R Block or TurboTax as the addressed account, that's where the money was sent. Now you're going to see lots of reports where people had that issue or didn't recognize the account number or swear that it wasn't their account. You might have had an H&R Block that you filed your taxes with, and that's the account number that they sent the money to. If you close that account, H&R Block and TurboTax are addressing this. They did make an announcement saying that they're working with the IRS to correct this. Keep your eyes peeled for a paper check. Keep your eyes peeled on your bank account. Remember that the disbursements to the bank accounts are going to be alphabetical and dependent upon your bank validating the information. I've noticed some people that have ESL that haven't gotten their stimulus. Some people that have ESL that have gotten their stimulus. But yeah, that's the thing that's going on right now that's kind of throwing a wrench in the works. Not everything that's simplified gets corrected right away, and they're working through these bumps. Good news is, if there is another stimulus and they get through these bumps, it's going to be a lot easier and quicker for them to distribute the money. So I urge you to check the transcripts side of the irs.gov website. If you have any issues, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook in private message or at Embrace Life Tim. That's my Twitter. So I think I addressed those important aspects. Let's dial back to Georgia. So with the Dems sweeping Georgia, if that is maintained, the stock market is heavily dependent on our economy. They're mirror reflections of each other. So, when investors see that the stimulus doesn't go through, they know people don't have money. They start to panic. When they see that countries are going into lockdown or states that are in lockdown are continuing their lockdowns, that affects the market. If you can't leave your house, how are you going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond? How are you going to go to Bath & Body Works? How are you going to go to Home Depot is the exception to the rule, because everybody, when they get time sitting at home, they can fix things in their house. But yeah, retail stores are, they get hit hard. And then on the same token, if you're working from home, you're using Zoom, you're using remote learning, you're using remote ways of communicating. So those stocks are going to go up. So keep in mind that we're going to be seeing a lot of problems with inflation and taxes, but I don't think with the Dems winning that you'll see any kind of tax effects, at least for another 2 years. You got to remember, they're sending us money because we need the money for the most part. And that's the thought process, right? Now, not everybody needs the money, and I don't necessarily agree with them giving the money away to people that are in that high demographic. And it turns out it's like 4 or 5% of the population that is in that range of, you make $250,000 a year or $350,000 a year and you're getting a stimulus, but it's tapered back. And I get it. I'm with you. Some of these people don't need the money as much as the people that are not being able to pay rent. Like 1.1 million people are not, in New York State alone, are not able to pay rent. Okay, you got food insecurity. There's so much going on out there. You got to just kind of dial in, figure out your situation personally, and address it that way. I think that's the best way to look at it. I love and appreciate all of you guys as always. You're a great community. Thank you for the questions in the chat. So that's how it is, and we're just gonna have to buckle down and buckle down. Wow, buckle down. Shh. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Tell me what you guys think about this information. Is it helpful? Is there more information that you'd like to know? Do you have a certain scenario that you'd like to know about? Put it in the comments. And as always, if you like, share, and subscribe, you'll be eligible for my sponsorship, $1,200 stimulus that will be going out once I hit 500 subscribers. And as always, if you are interested in the stock market or looking to get ahead while you're waiting for other things to come to fruition, Webull, they're giving away 4 free stocks up until January 15th. If you join, you open an account, you get 2 free stocks. They're worth $2.50 to $250. The next 2 stocks are worth $8 to $1,600. So at a very minimum, when you first start, your return on investment is 21%. That's ridiculous. You did nothing. You just opened an account and put $100 in that account. You can literally cash out that $100 and those stocks once they've matured, and you've spent nothing and gained $21. That's it. That's pretty much all you really need to know. as far as Bitcoin and or gold, because we might be going into a recession. This is important. If you're considering going into cryptocurrency, I use Pocket Token. I also use Coinbase. I also use Binary Options FX. I have many cryptocurrency accounts open currently. I dabbled in it a little bit, and I liked what I saw, so I dabbled a lot more. If you need more information about it, I'll definitely be doing a video with a friend of mine that's in finance who definitely deals with cryptocurrency and can give a lot of feedback and probably better explain blockchaining or blockchain mining, which is heavily cryptocurrency. Other than that, and I'll put those links below for Webull and Coinbase, and if you're interested in those and you have questions, or you're just curious, feel free to reach out to me for that as well. I love and appreciate all of you as always. We'll be talking soon.